live chat. I think we're ready to go. There we go. What's going on, Rich? So we got one person, one thumbs up already. um, let's see. This has been a pretty good week this week. We had a pickup of 2 women at the airport this week. 2 new expat women, a mother and daughter, which is kind of interesting. So for you guys that are always wondering about, like expat women that come in here, we do have them. I want to start a little bit late. Hopefully this will pick up in a few minutes here. There we go. We got some more people joining on. So we got up to 2 people. Who else we got on here tonight? Get some conversations going here, even though we're not too many people on here yet. Here we go. Marco here. Here we go. Peter King. Hello from Pittsburgh. Let's see who else we got on here. So we got 4 thumbs up. All right. Good. I hope you guys can hear me okay today. This week we've had a lot going on. A lot going on in the world of music too. I was noticing that with Jeff Beck passed away, and I guess what's his name? The lead singer of Journey was playing at the Hard Rock Cafe singing Journey songs, which is kind of interesting. So Steve Perry. Let's see, Marco. Let's see, MM. Good evening. Robert from Mindanao. Hi from Mindanao. How you doing, Robert? Let's see, Keith T. Lands, Sea and Air and Drone. Hi, Steve from the UK. How you doing? Robbie Knievel also. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, Lisa Marie. I seen her in concert once, actually. She wasn't really that good. She had a terrible band, and she always looked back at the band all throughout that whole tour, complaining about how rotten the band was, which is pretty terrible to say, but she had to tour with them because that's all she had. Jimbo, hi, good morning from Chicago. Winston Herring, hey Steve, good morning from here. Playas de Tijuana, there we go, Tijuana, Mexico, there we go. Robert in Mindanao, raining up for a month here, that's terrible. Paul Osterhout's in the house. Uncle Paul is in the house via the booty. Hello everywhere. Sinfuls, hey Paul. Let's see, we have 21 people on here already and 8 thumbs up, so that's great. We can talk about just about anything that you guys want tonight. Okay, I'm game for anything tonight. We can talk about expat stuff, or we can talk about whatever you guys feel like tonight. So I'm open, except for politics. Okay. Keith T. Land, Sea and Air and a drone. All good, thanks, Steve. We are losing many of our legends these days. It seems like as we get older. And my father told me this too. He said when he started getting into his 70s, he said all his friends were dead, and he says all the people that he really loved and liked, like on TV and stuff like that, were all gone. And it's kind of true. I'm suffering with a little bit of an allergy and a cold today, so you have to excuse me today. But also, guys, sometimes we have like a outage. I will try to get back on as quick as if we go down. Just FYI, unless it keeps going down. But it didn't go down tonight, so that's good. Because a couple weeks ago it did, and it was kind of... we did get it back up and running good, though. So that's a good thing. Let's see. David says, howdy. Paul says, yo, Sinfuls. Robert in Mindanao, Navy vet here, USS Kitty Hawk. There we go. Phil Expat Prepper. That's another good YouTube channel, guys. PH Expat Prepper. If you want to check out a different type of vlogger. Tim H. Hi, Steve. Tampa, Florida in the house. Peter King, 100% with your dad. I agree. I'm starting to see it now that I'm reaching 60, But the Rolling Stones are still on tour all the time, so that's kind of an interesting thing. And so isn't Journey. Paul Osterhout says, best band I saw in concert was George Thorogood. They brought down the house. I like AC/DC. I saw AC/DC. I also saw Journey. I saw Rush twice, and I liked them both. I saw tons of other bands when I was younger too. But I would say AC/DC is one of the best. I've seen David Lee Roth. He was good. PH Expat Prepper, thanks for the plug. No problem, man. I've actually checked out a couple of his videos. He does some good stuff on it. It's kind of interesting. Michael L., good evening. Stephen from frozen Middle America. There we go. Is it really getting that cold over there, Michael, right now? How cold is it? I'm hearing They're having a lot of cold snaps over there, really cold. Sinful says, I seen the Rolling Stones farewell tour in 1984. I think, LOL. And that was the farewell tour, remember that? So, that's kind of funny. PH Expat Prepper says, AC/DC, Journey, Def Leppard. I seen Def Leppard with Journey. Aerosmith. I never saw Aerosmith. I did get to see Steven Tyler once. Jim Frechette says, good day from Alabama, 38 days and counting. Looking forward to meeting you and reminiscing about New England. Let's see, Sinful says, it has been cool here, like 75. Exactly. We've actually had the same weather over here too, Sinfuls. It's kind of strange. It's been like this for like about a month. We've had cool weather here in the Philippines. Like probably midday, maybe it's like 79 or 80, something like that. Lynn Tusi says, good evening, Steve. How you doing, Lynn? Let's see, who else we got on here? 22, 15 thumbs up. See if we can get some more people on here. 26 people, 15 thumbs up. Sinful teasing Michael, ha ha ha. PH Expat Prepper, cool weather, but a lot of rain. Michael L says, 8 Celsius, 18 Fahrenheit at 7:31 Central Standard Time. Okay, it's not too bad. My friends back in New England telling me they were getting some warmer days a little while ago, but I forget what the most recent was. But kind of interesting, because some people are telling me it's freezing cold in other parts of the United States. And we've been getting really cool weather here. We haven't been getting really hot weather here in the Philippines at all. Hi now in Bulacan. Let's see. Lynn Tusi says, I'm good. Thanks, Steve. It's getting cold now here in Antipolo. There we go. Yeah, I was talking earlier when I first started the video. Some of you guys are just tuning in, so I'll talk about it again. We had 2 women expats land this week that I picked up at the airport. Was a mother and daughter. They went to Davao. The daughter is like in her early 40s and the mom's in her 60s, and they went down there and they're going to start their whole life down there. And more power to them, because it's good to see some women expats come in here, and I think we need a lot more of that. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of that with what's going on in the world and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting. But if you guys want to pick up on any subject, just throw it in there. Let's see, who else is on here? We got 29, 18 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Zuri, hi, Stephen. How you doing, Zuri? Zuri, where are you located out of? Let's see, we're up to 32. Let's see here. I'm trying to see here. There we go. Israel. Interesting. That's what I thought. I thought because of the name. I wasn't sure. I figured it was somewhere around there. Dickie Spaz, 1.3 billion Mega Million winner from Maine. I heard that. Yeah, it was like New Hampshire or Maine or something like that. Yeah, that's incredible, Dickie. I mean, imagine winning 1.3 billion. I mean, they're going to take half of that in taxes or more, but still, that's an incredible amount of money. Dari says, hey, Steve, just watched your latest video about cultural differences, OFC, and giving money for the family. Yeah, I've been thinking about that one for a while. We've been talking about that. Me and Justin usually sit and chat for a while before I do a video, and then I just try to come to my conclusions on things and my ideas and what I see here. And I read up a little bit about it too, and then I do the video, off the cuff, which, it's kind of fun to do sometimes because you can give your true thoughts on things too. PH Expat Prepper says, woo, crazy taxes, but the rest, yeah, I wouldn't mind having that kind of money because you'd never have to worry about anything for the rest of your life, even helping people. Paul Osterhout, snap. Sinful's actually cash value is about 800 million, I read. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's see, RLV says, Sinulog time in Cebu. John Cronin says, hey, Steve, I will be there in July. Paul Osterhout, 800 million is a lot of lumpia. Yeah. A lot of time on the treadmill at the gym, too. Dari says, can you imagine all your lost relatives? Oh, yeah, they'd be showing up at your front doorstep. You'd have to move. You'd have to change your name probably after that. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, imagine if you won that in the Philippines. I couldn't. Wow. Let's see. Dickie Spaz, that's get on a plane and disappear money. Yes, exactly. And that's what I would do. If you win that kind of money, man, I'd be out of here. Let's see. Zuri, I have a question for you. In your opinion, what percentage of expats that came to stay end up leaving could not endure the change? Zuri, that's a good question because I mean, you'd have to put it like in a time category. How many left within 10 years? How many leave over a lifetime? The people that I'm seeing coming here, I would say 50% or more stay here. Some do go back. The ones that stay here are the ones that are on the low budgets that cannot survive back home. And those are the ones that end up going home. I don't know if I could put an amount on it because, I've seen some guys go home from here and then others stay. Or some go home and come back again, because they realize they made a bad choice going back home and they realize they can live over here for cheaper. So let's see. PH Expat Prepper says, so what about the 4 guys fighting the Marine and getting bail? I assume minimum export blacklist. Yeah, probably blacklist, I would say. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I heard the story, but I'm not sure what happened. Some people, I didn't hear it from whoever told the story, but I heard one of the guys was telling me. Michael L says, do they shut down all the cell towers in Cebu City for the synagogue like they did in 2019? I'm not sure, Michael. I'm not familiar with that. Harada Jean, hello, Stephen. Moving to Malawi next July. I am going to buy a new Mitsubishi SUV. Do you recommend a reliable auto insurance company? I need all the bells and whistles on the insurance. I don't, because most of the guys that are here don't get vehicles. We do have some guys with vehicles, but a lot of them when at the car dealership recommends one, and they usually give you a free year sometimes. It depends on the car dealership. So no, we don't recommend any because we don't have a car. So PH Expat Prepper, Zuri depends on the age. I see older guys staying more than younger ones. Yes, the younger ones tend to go back. The older ones, 65 and older, tend to stay longer. Some guys come over here 55 and they just get burned out on it. And they say, well, I'm going to end up going home. And I can understand that sometimes, things change. Some guys come over here because of family issues and suddenly they get a phone call and things get better, and they go back because of that, I mean, I had problems with my daughter, and we're friends now, we're talking and everything, but I'm not sure I would ever go back. I really like it here. I have a family here and, this is my place now and I made it my own, so. Let's see, we got 42 people, 28 thumbs up. Let's see, Dari says, you could fund your own government living in the islands. Heck, buy your own island, but not like you know that, what's his face and his nasty, Epstein, yeah. That's what they call, some people call Dumageddon, Epstein Island, which is funny. Zuri says, thanks. Michael Onstad, good evening, how you doing, Michael? Michael is the local insurance guy. Michael, do you do car insurance? Because there's a guy on here asking. If so, you might want to give your information on here. Michael is a really, really good insurance salesman. He sells health insurance and he sells other insurance too. But I know he told me a couple weeks ago, but I forget which ones he deals with. Sinful says the Pogie German got arrested with his YouTube BS with an underage girl. That's messed up. Let's see. I think he put it on YouTube, right? So that's messed up. Todd Holman. Good evening, Steve. Finally get to catch your live feed. How are things, brother? Good, Todd. Good to see you on here, man. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you get on here more often. And it'll be good to have some more people on here. See, we're at 45 right now. Every weekend we vary on the amount of people that we get here. And it's because sometimes I'm off and I don't come on for one reason or another because either the Wi-Fi is down or whatever, but I try to be on here every Saturday at the same time. So if you don't see me on here, it's not like I'm quitting on you guys. It's just that something come up or my Wi-Fi is down or I'm not feeling good or whatever. Michael L says, did you hear about the German who overstayed his visa and got caught with... Yes, we were just talking about that, Michael. Justin was actually telling me, the other contributor to the channel, and he was telling me the story, and somebody else was telling me too. It was kind of interesting. So, and that's why I tell people, if you're gonna be with a girl, at least ask for her ID and make sure, you know, that she's over 18, for God's sakes. And a lot of these guys, man, I don't know what the gig is with like an 18-year-old girl, because, I mean, you know what? We're old, way older than that. It's like dating your daughter. I just never got that, but that's me. Lynn Tusi says, I blocked that Germany vlogger. Good. Sinful says, yes, Paul. Sinful says, he is a scumbag. Yes, definitely. When when you're down there below 21 and stuff like that, I just think it's kind of creepy. You know, for us older guys, I just do. I mean, there's plenty of good-looking women out there in their 30s and 40s, without even getting down into that age group, man. It's just, I don't know. Rick's Destination, Cebu. First live chat from butt freezing Cincy area. There we go. Let's see. Lynn Tusi says, I just follow those with positive content. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn Tusi, yes, the best choice. Michael, I guess, thumbs up, he says. Michael Onstadt, yes. Harada, Gene. Stephen, thank you. Justin in Arkansas, that's our Justin. Steve checking in from 3 doors down. Justin lives 3 doors over this way. He can almost knock on the wall and I can hear him. You know, so. Paul Osterhout says, big thumbs up for the Pacific Cross info. We've got your SUV insurance with them as well. So if anybody's looking for insurance for their car, I guess you can get SUV insurance too. Just contact Paul let's see. Michael Onstadt does it. There's another guy that does it. Yeah, Michael Onstadt is the guy that you want to get in touch with. Another big thumbs up for the Pacific Cross. We've got our SUV insurance with them as well. Okay, yeah, so they do it. Yeah, so Michael, I always get Paul Osterhout and Michael Onstadt mixed up because of the O. But yeah, Michael Onstadt is the guy to contact, okay? Lynn Tusi, Sinfuls, thumbs up. Sinful says, Justin in Arkansas, that is a band, LOL. Let's see, we got 51 people, 38 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Zuri, the main problem I think for expats in the PI is that socially how he can talk to her or there. He can talk to there. Okay, I guess he's talking about talk to her. Yeah, I mean, as a 60 or 70-year-old guy, how do you talk to a girl that's that young? Really? I mean, you know, what do you have in common? Nothing. And what 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, even lower 20s wants to talk with a guy that's 65 years old, except for the money, you know? Sinful says, if you have to ask for ID, then you're on the... Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree 100%. Granted, some ladies are much older and look young. I mean, I've seen girls here in their 30s, and they look like they're 17, some of them, because they're so small. Matter of fact, I saw one the other day. I saw a lady walking down in Makati, and she was so short, she looked like a little girl when she was walking, and she was one of the office workers there. And she was probably in her 30s as she got closer, but far away, she looked like she was like about 14 years old or 15 years old or something. Dwello, since it's 10 p.m. over there, can you tell me how the football games turned out? Yeah, I wish. Rick's Destination Cebu have started up my punch list, whiteboard, etc. after a lifetime of clutter. I'm amazed how much to get rid of. Yes. You know something, it took me years to get rid of all my junk. I mean, when I cleaned out my house, I hired a dumpster and I got rid of it. And then some of the stuff I gave to people that I knew that really needed the stuff. James Wright, the best channel on YouTube for content. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's getting harder to put out content, though. We have like 1,200 videos out there, but we still keep coming up with content. What I do is sometimes I go back to the old content, and then what I do is I just talk about it again for some of the new guys, and I think that helps a little bit. Sinful says, Michael Onstead, I haven't forgotten you, Michael. Haha. Sinful's just been busy. Paul Osta, ooh, the pain. Mark Richard. Oh, you're live. Hi, Steve. Hi, Sinfuls. Yeah, Paul, so for some reason I get you mixed up with Michael Onstad. I don't know why. I just always do. Sinfuls. Mark Richard, hello. Todd Holman, yes, sir. Been chatting with you a few times. Been heading to Dumaguete, so my plans after I settle in will be to incorporate myself and start a non-profit for school children. If you need an attorney, Todd, make sure you give me a call and I can assist you with the attorney. You know, that's just, he continues with, for their school fees, clothes, supplies, among other things. We'll be working with Miss P and others. Okay. Dean Thompson in the Philippines. Hello, Dean. What's going on? Hey, all looks good. Like a good start tonight, Steve. Thanks, man. Sinful says, hey, Dean. David Lustenberger. It's 45 and windy, Fort Lauderdale, Florida right now. Yeah, we got a pretty good little group on here going here tonight, so this isn't bad, you know. So we're up to 52, 44 thumbs up. Dean says, hey, Sinfuls. Dari says, that's chilly, David L. Rick's Destination Cebu. Started talking to my now wife when she was 39. Took a while, 2 years, to find any females over 35, which was my cutoff. Excuse me, guys. You're probably going to hear me cough a few times tonight, guys. Yeah, I tell people to try to stick to, you know, over 30 at least. You know, I mean, I think you're doing yourself an injustice. I see some of the guys over here, man, they want to fool around with the really young girls, and they always have problems, always. It's not like you're going to marry one and you're going to have you're going to be happy, because you won't be. You know, maybe for 10 minutes a day you will be, but that's about it. You know, there's another 23 hours and 50 minutes of life with her, and you got to deal with her all that time. And if you can't even talk to her because she has no knowledge about everything, you know, it's almost like you're training a little kid, because they're so young. Because the girls here are more immature than the girls in the U.S. They really are. I mean, like an 18 or 21-year-old girl is like talking to a 15-year-old girl in the U.S. You know, it's really different. Let's see. Michael Onstead says, I'll be in Manila for the 16th to the 19th. Okay. Michael goes to our things also. I think Michael, I think you're going to our Valentine's thing too also, right? I'm pretty sure I got your name on the list. I'm not sure. I think we got like 34 people already. We got 6 more openings left. Zuri says, sorry for what I meant is, how can I expat talk to there? He ends up being alone, really? No. What I mean is, how can an expat talk to there? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Zuri. It's just the way you're writing it. PH Expat Prepper, as a fellow YouTube guy, content is tricky and hard to keep fresh. Yes, it is. But doing this has made me more social, makes me get off my butt and do something. Let's see, if not just for the video, keep it up. It's very hard. I mean, Expat Prepper, I'm sure you know, especially if you pick a subject like prepping. That's a tough subject to keep rolling, you know, because you can only talk so much about prepping. Let's face it. I mean, at least with mine, I can switch it up a little bit. But I mean, hey, more power to you if you can do that. Some people just do videos once or twice a week. I don't think I could do a prepping video every day. I know Justin here is a prepper, and we may even get him to talk about that a little bit on our channel. Dwelwo says, is there any kind of collector car scene with expats over there? I won't say it's with expats. I would say it's more with the Filipinos, but I'm sure you could join in. Yes, they do have collector cars. I see a lot of people here. We were just looking at some VWs today online in Facebook Marketplace. Jimbo High says, I don't talk to any girls that have never even heard of the moon landing. There we go. Or time zones. A lot of girls don't even know that there's time zones, which is funny. I see Lynn Tusi says, even if you ask ID, they can fake it. Yes, but that German strategy, it's like a package. YouTube plus pleasure. That guy, I mean, from what I heard, that's sick. I mean, unfortunately, the guys like that give other expats here a bad name, and there's a lot of expats that give expats a bad name here. Unfortunately, we've had a few, you know, and it can be rough. You know, it's sad. But let's see. Sinful says, well, there is a strong car scene here, but I have not seen exclusive expat group doing it. No, I think it's Filipinos, and there's also motorcycle groups here and stuff like that too. Paul Osterhout says, wahaha, 10 minutes. PH Expat Prepper. Zuri, is it not hard to meet and talk to women here? Just relax and be yourself. Zuri, I wouldn't worry about girls here. I'm serious about that. You won't have any problems meeting people here of all ages, you know. Um, I would try to stick with 35 and above if you're older, if you're you know, an older retiree. Dickie Spaz says one of Carol Shelby's personal Mustangs up for auction at Barrett Jackson this year. I seen a lot of the drummer from Rush's stuff going up for auction too, not too long ago. Michael Onstadt, yes I am. Okay, good. So we will see you there. Just give them my name. I'll probably send out. We had to put it under 3 different reservations. Just meet us there outside, and we'll all go in together. Okay, and that way that'll solve that. We are gonna have guys. While I'm on here, while I'm talking, we are gonna have another TGI Friday get together pretty soon, and I will put out that probably next weekend. It'll probably be the last Saturday of the month, I'm thinking. Okay, so if any of you guys want to go and you're here and you're around Manila, we'll be at TGI Fridays, probably at the Evia Mall. Usually we do it around 2 p.m. and we leave my house about 12 in the van. So if anybody wants to go, just email me and let me know, okay? And I'll give you more information. But I'll have more information next week. But it will be TGI Fridays, we're pretty sure. Let's see, Dara, I'm getting close to myself waiting for start Social Security, purging accumulated stuff, getting ducks in a row. It's getting rid of that stuff. That's the big part. I got down to two pieces of luggage and a carry-on. That was it. Everything else was gone. I gave it away. Ray Hoffenden says, a lot of clockmobiles around Angeles. Zuri says, I'm not talking about girls. I'm talking about talking to other people in general. Yeah, you'll have no... Zuri, Philippines, friendliest place in the world. You know, kind of like the Caribbean, I guess. It's the Caribbean of Asia. I think you won't have any problems meeting people here or, you know, having discussions with people. Just get to know your neighbors, you know. Todd Holman, so anyone in your group bowl and are they in a league, etc.? I am a PBA member on the board with the USBC, so hopefully I can keep bowling there. Not sure if they have leagues, etc. I'm sure they do. They have bowling, you know, places here. They're kind of few and far between, but yeah, there are a few. I'm not sure where they are. I think they have one at Mall of Asia. I believe so anyway. I'm not sure which building it's in, but I think they have bowling. I know they have ice skating and everything else there. Wayne says, what you just said about the young ones are 100% right, but it's not about being immature. It's about them being uneducated. It's a little bit of both, I would say. I think it's immaturity and uneducated because I've dealt with a lot of kids here, helping them and stuff like that. And I mean, I used to work with kids as a therapist, and let me tell you something. I can see the immaturity here a little bit more. You know, I just do. I worked for 10 years as a therapeutic mentor, and when I was doing that type of job, I got to work with kids. I worked with kids during the day, also as a school safety officer. So it just kind of one job kind of helped the other. And a lot of the kids that I worked with in the school, I actually worked with after school. And let me tell you something, the 21-year-olds here are probably equal to the 14 and 15-year-olds that I dealt with in the United States. It's the same level, basically. Osiris transitioning says, can you enroll a foreign child in the school while you're there on a tourist visa? I'm sure you could. Let me see, I skipped over Rick here. I'm sorry, Rick. Let's see, Rick's Destination Cebu says, have you heard anything about Amazon get really active in the Philippines, products available? Yeah, it's over a certain amount. I think it's $47 you can have stuff shipped here. So you can do it. But I'm not sure of all the specifics. Sinful says, Todd Hunman, we are actually talking about going to Robinson's Das Marinas where they have bowling and billiards. Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while. I have to go over there and check, and I might even try to go over there tomorrow, Sinfuls. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just lost everything. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Here we go. Back to bowling. Give me a second. I just lost, everything just popped up when I headed off screen for a second. Here we go. Okay, Sinfuls was talking about the bowling in Robinson's Das Marina. I'm actually going to go over and probably try to check that out probably maybe tomorrow or Monday. Maybe me and Justin can check it out. Let's see. PH Prepper says, Osiris, hey man, how have you been? Sinful says, Rick's Destination Cebu. Yes, Amazon service is great. I have ordered many items and they get here quick. Oh, over 49. I knew it was something like that. I thought it was 47 or something like that, but pretty close enough. Over $49 in free shipping, guys, from Amazon. Let's see, Big Maddie boy. I guess it's safer to keep the majority of your money in the U.S. Yes, but do you ever worry that the banks will fail here in the U.S.? I keep a certain amount of money here, and I keep a certain amount of money there. But yes, and I think we're probably going to have some issues this year, probably, from what I'm hearing, and I'm not sure how much of a big deal it'll be, but there's talk about something going on this year. So hopefully we don't. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. You know. Carlos says, "Hi Steve, Rick's Destination Cebu. Good deal. How you doing, Carlos?" Todd Holman says, "Y'all did hear the U.S. military is returning to PI full time, including Subic Bay. Will have 5 bases to start." Yes, but that's shared basis so far, unless something's changed today that I didn't hear. But yes, I heard they have 5 shared bases, and yes, Subic will probably be one of them, but Subic will never go back to what it was, and it is shared bases last I heard, and I'm pretty sure that's true even now, unless something changed today and I didn't see it. But I didn't see nothing in the news today, so. PH Expat Purposes, I love me some free shipping from Amazon. It's kind of has been super great. I somehow forgot to mention to the wife this. Haha, that might be a good idea. Frank Ellis says, I would like Chester the molester messing. I would feel like Chester the molester messing around with girls from 19 to 24. My starting point is 25 and over. How do you guys do it? Well, my girlfriend's in her 40s, so I really don't even go that low, you know. Even when I was back home and I was in my 40s, I didn't even like to go down to like in the 20s. I just felt just didn't feel wrong. I mean, it didn't feel right, you know what I mean? I just felt kind of creepy. I mean, over here, I know it's accepted, but I just don't feel right about it. James Franklin, seems every woman on the dating site over 30 have kids. I don't mind kids. I mean, I got 2 kids sitting right here right now, you know? I don't mind them. Todd Holman says, Sinful, send me your contact info if you like. Like to get some info from you. Let's see. Joe Magical. Hello from Daly City, California. Sinful says, Todd Holman, email Steve at Steven5975 at yahoo.com and he can get that to you. Okay. Yeah, Todd, just ask me for that and say that, you know, Sinfuls gave you permission online, and then I'll remember. Because I'll probably get to that. I won't get to it tonight, but I'll get to it tomorrow. All right, Todd? So just ask for the information. I'll give it to you. Dean Thompson in the Philippines. Hey, Steve, I'd like to encourage every one of our military vets that use the VA to write to Congress and ask for equal services to use the VA here as you were in the States. I agree with that, Dean, but here's the problem. Here's the problem, and this is 100%, is that I think we should be able to use the clinic to its fullest extent, okay? But it's not a hospital, and if it was a hospital, then we'd be all set, and that'd be fantastic, you know? But I agree with you that we should get equal services, even if it's just a clinic, and we should get full right to use that for all our stuff. But unfortunately, we can't. But I mean, I agree. I mean, we should write to the people back home and see what we can get out of that. Osiris says, at PH, expat prepped all as well. Had to readjust my plan now that I have custody of my 9-year-old son. Todd Holman says, okay, thanks. Joe Magical says, we've been having a barrage of atmospheric river systems. Okay. Let's see. Michael L. says, there is bowling available in Mall of Asia. Yes. And archery and many other things too. Frank Ellis says, James Franklin, I stay away from single moms. It's bad news, bro. It is for some, yes, but not all. I wouldn't lump everybody into the same thing because a lot of guys over here have had a lot of luck with the girls that are single moms, actually. But yes, you're correct. Sometimes it can be a problem if you don't like kids or you don't want to have kids around. And for some older people, they get it's kind of hard putting up with kids at our age. But I mean, I don't mind. I love kids. Paul Osterhout, Zuri, just chill and relax when you get here. The folks are friendly and easy to be around. Listen, he's right. Zuri, I wouldn't worry about it. Lynn Tusi, John Berger, I never seen the video with the German, but I'm sure it wasn't good. But I know I think it's still up. There is girls here that them and the family will try to set you up for money by saying they are pregnant. I'm sure there is. That's true. Rick's destination, Cebu. Wife refuses to miss work. She gets about 3K bonus for attendance, so she is sending me to Cebu next year alone for my birthday. It's burden, but they'll suffer through it. LOL, love my wife. Let's see. Bucky Travel Places, watching from Chiang Mai, Thailand. There we go. I was actually looking into Chiang Mai actually for quite a while when I was thinking about coming over here as a second place if this one didn't work out. It looked like a nice place to actually start a vlog or something, but there's a lot of vloggers there already. Let's see, BGC entire month of September. John Bergeron, go to the doctor and never heard from them again. Let's see, Big D. Hi Steve, love the channel, have watched every video, but don't recall if you ever discussed hiring an assistant. The way your channel is growing now might come in handy. Actually, I'll probably do a video about this because we do have an assistant. My girlfriend helps me, and I have another guy also, Ruben, that helps me. He helps pick up people, and he has a business that he runs, and we help him assist his business. And what he does is he picks up people, and we take them to the PRA, and I go for free, and it just helps him. And Ruben's pretty good. He's new to our group, but he has gone with us on trips before. But we're working with him now, and Ruben's fantastic. But as far as hiring an assistant, I mean, Justin helps also. I mean, Justin's like having an assistant here too, and he also contributes to the channel, and Rich does too. So we do have people helping with the channel because some days I get tired. I mean, I like having a day off once in a while, and I think Rich and Justin have both contributed to helping that. But a lot of times a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of days I'm up in Manila helping people at the PRA or picking people up at the airport, because a lot of people come in and they're tired and they want to feel comfortable when they get picked up. We can pick them up in a van, deliver them almost anywhere around Manila, and at a reasonable price too. And they'll feel comfortable and they can ask me questions. I'll help them with do their foreign exchanges. I'll help them get their phones set up at the airport, take them to their hotel, pick up stuff if they need anything along the way or food, whatever they need. And also we'll help them with the PRA too. Let's see. PH Expat Prefaces Osiris transitioning. Wow, that's great. Having your boy with you, I can see that would slow your PH roll, but good for you. Chuck Lander, hey Steve, do you know how the tourist visa work? Yes. You just land at the airport and you're basically on the tourist visa. If you don't have another visa, hold on a second. Let's see. And then you can, it works for up to 36 months. Okay. You usually go in every month. Pretty soon you'll be able to do it online. So you won't have to go to the BI every month. And I think you can pay by one of the pay schemes that they have here, like PayMaya or Gcash or one of those. So, and I think it's starting up pretty soon. Hamster Nice, are you not watching Dinagyang Festival next week? No. We don't have that going on here too much. We don't have too many festivals around here. A little bit. Osiris says PH Expat most definitely, but I'm still moving forward with there again in March. Sinful says, Chuck Lander, initial visa extension is 30 days, then you can get the 6 months and the ACR card. At least I did. It's pretty easy. You know, and you can, for 36 months, you can stay in here. Paul Jenner, hello from Nova Scotia, Canada. There we go. I have family up there, actually. They come from Ireland. Frank Ellis, Amazon shipping to the Philippines is a game changer. Yes, as long as you spend that $49, I guess. Sinfuls, Frank Ellis, yes, but you do need to be a Prime member. Okay, that's interesting. Alan Ricky, yesterday I have honored and invited to the lodge in Tracy, the most worshipful Grand Lodge in the Philippines. Looking forward soon. And Cavite, appreciate your effort. Thank you. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it. Lazy Larry Lee, watching ads. Sorry that I am late. Sinful says, hey, Larry. Lazy, hello, Sinfuls. Sinful says they removed the video from Pogi German. Okay. I know it was up today. They must have just took it down then. Frank Ellis, Lynn Tusi, I really like 28 to 35. Todd Holman says, will do, Stephen. So is the VA set up there like here with community care? Live too far from the hospital or clinic, you are allowed to go to a local doctor and specialist. The clinic is, you have a doctor there, yes, and it's actually kind of nice the way they have it. And they do take care of you when you first get here with any of the things that you need on your first visit with the doctor. But then after that, it's only service connections, so keep that in mind. Let's see, James Franklin, where would you go to check to see a woman's marital status? It's called a CINAMAR. You can probably, usually you just ask the girlfriend to go get a CINAMAR to show you, and tell me you want to see a CINAMAR to make sure that they're single, and leave it up to them. And they usually take care of it. At least one of the guys here was telling me he asked the girl to go get a CINAMAR. But you can talk to an attorney probably, and maybe they can get you one. But I'm not sure if the girl has to get it or if you can get it. That I'm not sure of. Paul Osterhout, Steve, Sinfuls and all. Gotta go. See you all next week. Thank Paul. We'll talk soon, man. Take care. Rick's Destination, Cebu. James, they can get a certificate. Mine needed it for her visa here. Yeah, they can get it pretty easy. So just ask them to get it. And just tell them you don't want to date them unless they have a CINAMAR. Okay? Todd Holman says, I live in Sam Houston National Forest and far from any VA clinic, and all my doctor appointments are local, have not been to a VA facility in 10 years. That's pretty interesting. I know they had that in Massachusetts too. They gave me like a card, and it was like a test program that they had, and I could use it, just go to any doctor, and then they just bill the VA. But I'm not sure how that works. I never really looked into that because I'm over here now, so we lost all our benefits. But I know things are changing back in the States. Lynn Tusi says, LOL, Frank Ellis, okay. Michael L, at James Martin, ask the girl for a CINAMAR. Yes. John Croner, can you get your prescription drugs from the VA there? Only if they're service connected. When you first get here, they'll probably give you like a 30 to 90 day supply. I think it was a 30-day supply for other stuff. Whatever you were getting before in the US. Then after that, if it's not service connected, that's it. So, Sinful says, James Franklin, you can request a woman provide a certified document that she is not married. I can't remember. It's called a CINAMAR. CINAMAR. Sinful's bye, Paul. Rick. Let's see. Sinful says, bye, Paul. Rick's Destination Cebu. Yeah. Mike, yes, that's it. Okay. Mike and Mauricio, message retracted. Sinfuls, yes, CINAMAR. Dicky Spaz, CINAMAR is the marriage document. Dicky Spaz, oops. Mo says, Steve, good evening from Exeter, New Hampshire. There we go. I like that area. Just a few miles from Hampton Beach. I'm visiting the PH next week. Thank you for your info channel. Thanks for joining us, Mo. It's great to have somebody here from New Hampshire. That's my old hangout, Hampton Beach. I used to have a couple of, I sold 3 beautiful condos up there one time. I had 3 rental units up there, and I bought them really cheap too. I paid $35,000 for them, and I sold them for like 75, like that. And I rented them out for about a year. I made some good money because during the summer they were going for like about $1,000 a week. Frank Ellis, Sinfuls I Am. Carlos Rabasa, looking forward to meet at TGI, first time going in the Philippines. Let's see. Will you be here, Carlos, by the end of this month? Because you can go this month. Next month we have some other stuff going on. We are going to be doing a beach thing too, probably pretty soon, probably this month. James Franklin, appreciate it, y'all, but we only have limited on the beach thing. So Jalal Rajab, hello. How you doing, Jalal? I think I'm pronouncing your name right. Hopefully. Georgina Cabegnon, Sinomar, where you can get if she is married or not. She can apply for that on PSA. Thanks, Georgina. Appreciate that. Tyrone Davis, the most useful Philippines-related YouTube channel. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We try to be anyway, you know. We try to be. Frank Ellis, Michael L. Yes, on that. Sinomar. Sinfuls, I am working on my 13A. Just went and got my MBI clearance started. By the way, when you go to the MBI, you need to wear pants, not shorts to enter. Yes, you do. Yeah, thank goodness for ukay, huh? That's funny. Let's see. Sinfuls, aren't you working on the SRRV? Virgilio says, greetings from DR. Missed most of the live stream, Steve. I first wrote to you from Porto, Portugal, far away from paradise. Well, DR is pretty cool. Berto Seth, Fika here, in front of the fireplace, 15 p.m. Contact you around January 23rd and see if you can meet up for a lunch or fika. Okay, sounds good to me. Berto's in Sweden, and we've met before. He's a really nice guy, and both him and his wife, and awesome people. He reminds me of family because when I was younger, everybody spoke Swedish in my family. A lot of them did. My grandmother did, and a lot of other people did too. My uncle, some of one of my great uncles did, and my great aunt too. Virgilio says, the other day you texted me after I called you from DR. Okay. Virgilio, I talk to hundreds of people during the week. So if I forget, it's just part of being a vlogger here and helping that many people because we try to answer everybody. And we're getting to the point where we might not be able to answer everybody, but we try. PH Expat Prepper, I need to drop as well. Good night. Nice chat. Thanks, man. You guys be sure to check out the PH Expat Prepper channel too, guys, if you ever get a chance. Good channel. Interesting, different. Rick's Destination Cebu, great chat off to Asian food store. Wife needs rice and stuff. Keep up the great work. Thanks, man. We'll see how long we can go tonight. I have I'm all stuffed up, so I'm kind of suffering. I'm going to try to see if I can last the full 80 to 90 minutes, but we'll see. Hope to meet up with you, Steve, in March. Sure. This is my practice retirement trip. And just make sure you make an appointment with me, okay? Like during that month, because we do have a lot going on all the time. And the earlier you make an appointment, if you are going to come here to Tracy Martirez, a lot of people, somebody put me on Google Maps. And some people just stop in here and think they can hang out for the whole day, and I can't. And I don't know who put me on the map, but it wasn't appreciated. Let's put it that way. Because in 1 week we had 5 people show up here just because of that Google Maps thing. People have stopped, but some people still use it. And I don't mind people coming here as long as they notify me and let me know if they're coming. You know, I mean, I don't want somebody knocking on my front door that I don't know them from anywhere, you know. I like to know who's coming. So please let me know if you're coming. Pee-wee Barnes, hi Steve, hi everybody. It's a rainy day today. Frank Ellis says, if the girl doesn't go get that Cinemar, you have her answer. She's married, yes. James Franklin, problem with community care around here is that you have to get pre-approval. Chuck Lander, do you have an email distribution for when and where your group meets? Chuck, if you join our group, you can go on my email and join our group if you live in this area. Just let me know you want to join. I need your phone number. I need your email address, your full name, and I'll add you to my list. And just email me at Steven with a V 5975 at yahoo.com, and I'll add you on the list. But if you don't go to the meetings for like 6 months, we just take you off the list. We have a lot of people to contact, and lately we're some of our stuff that some of the stuff that we do is going to be like smaller groups, like maybe 11 or 20 or whatever. And the big meetings with the dinners at TGI Fridays or Texas Roadhouse, and we have one on Valentine's Day at Vikings too. Usually those are about 40 or 50 people, sometimes more, sometimes less. Its averages about 40 to 50 people, somewhere in there. I think we had 54 was the most. And we have probably about 100 people or more in the group. I think about 150, but a lot of people don't come, so, but they want their names on the list. So just let us know if you want to be on there. Well, I'll put you on. Just email me. Let's see. Greg says, everything to update with the VA there? Nothing really to update. Pat Keene says, Happy New Year, Steve. Thanks, Pat. Avalon, they had a school shooting the other day. 6-year-old shot his teacher. This may delay how show and tell lesson. Getting dangerous. Hampton Beach, beautiful York, Maine. Also, thanks for your great information. Thanks, man. Let's see. Sinfuls, no, I'm doing the 13A for now. It will take too long to get my certified DD-214 from the National Archives. Okay, I gotcha. Well, when you want to do it, let me know. Or you know what to do now anyway. So I'm going to get it, but in the meantime, just doing the 13A, then obtain SRRV later. Okay, I gotcha. Michael L says, Steven, Pratora du Svenska. I don't know Swedish, Michael. I don't know. I don't know any. They used to speak Swedish around me a lot. I don't speak Swedish at all. I probably know more Spanish than I do Swedish. Frank Ellis, Avalon, that 6-year-old shooting is crazy, man. Yes. I mean, I used to work as a school safety officer. Trust me, when you hear stuff like that, it breaks your heart. James Wright, I know this is an expat channel. Any ideas on extending a K1 visa? We usually just do the SRRV, and we talk about the tourist visas here. I mean, those are the two ones that we stick with. Like the K1, the marriage visas and the fiance visas and stuff like that. As far as expediting those things, no, you can't really expedite them. There's no expediting those. They take about a year. Okay, it takes a long time. I heard that they might even take longer than a year now, but I'm not sure. Sinful's just put up my email for you guys. If you got anybody who needs to call me, just shoot me an email asking me for my phone number, and I'll give it to you. And then you can call me on a weeknight, anywhere between like 5 and 9:30 at night. Okay, I have people calling me in the middle of the night because they think because they're calling an American number, they think that I'm back in the U.S., but I'm not in the U.S. I'm in the Philippines. Sinful says, James Wright, generally it just takes its time in order of application. Yes, there's no speeding it up. So don't even think you can go there. If anybody tells you that they can, it's a lie. Sinful's COVID did not help. No, it did not. It's actually taken long enough. My friend took 2.5 years during the COVID. It was a friend of mine that I used to work with. He actually married a girl that I hooked him up with over here, and it took about 2 years, 2.5 years. And he come over to visit me, and that was a long time ago, and he just got into the States just recently, so I think a few months back. Frank Ellis, how do you feel about passport bros, Steve? It is what it is, man. People are gonna come over here for their own reasons, and I hear that stuff, and I think it gives people a bad name. Some people, the way they're talking about it and what they're coming over here for. But all expats have their reasons to come over here, and we have our sexpats too. I don't know. I think maybe women back there are changing too for them, and they're coming over here, and I think that's part of it also. They're just sick and tired of the same things we are. I don't think it's any different, to be honest with you. But I mean, if there's sexpats and stuff, then I don't agree with that. But I mean, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are guys that are lonely and they want to come over here, get married, hooked up with somebody, or live with somebody for a long, permanently, and just settle in. And I meet a lot of these guys. I've met some of the guys. They call themselves passport bros, and we just laugh. I meet them up at the bank, up at Commerce Bank up in Makati a lot when we're doing the PRA stuff. And it's kind of interesting because they all have their different takes on things, and I think for the most part, all of us have the same reasons for coming over here, and whether you're black, white, or what have you. It doesn't really matter. I find it interesting though that they call themselves passport bros, but I think all of us, we all have our reasons for coming over here. So that's just my take on it. James Franklin Sinfuls, do you have a VA disability? You can go online for documents. I think you can do everything online. You can file for your disability over here and everything. You just have to upload your documents. James Franklin, Sinful says, James Franklin, yes, I am DAV, but the National Archives is backed up like a year. Avalon, IKEA has a great breakfast, lunch, Swedish meatballs. There we go. Sinfuls, you need a certified embossed DD214 to get apostilled. Yeah, that's the hard part when you're over here. Avalon, biggest IKEA in Manila. Lynn Tusi, IKEA in Mall of Asia. DJ Joe, 13A holder here. When I did my MBI clearance appointments on Clark, dress code is not enforced. Both appointments I attended, I was wearing a decent t-shirt, cargo shorts, and flip-flops. There we go. Carlo Rabasa, yes, I'm renting an apartment in Cavite, Tanza. Been here since August 2022. Planning to stay forever in the Philippines. Carlos, get in touch with us. Email me at the, Steven5975. You might even be on our list. I'm not sure. We have a lot of people on my list. If you're not, send me your phone number, send me your email, send me your full name, and I'll add you to our list if you want to go to that stuff. It usually takes a month to get into on the list. Okay, so don't think like we're ignoring you or anything. But if you don't hear anything from me like in a month or two, just email me again because your email might have got lost or something. Because we get inundated with work here. Sinful says, DJ Joe, yes, even wearing shorts I dress nicely, but no go. But the guard thought I was some U.S. basketball player. There we go. James Franklin, Sinfuls, they don't have an office at outpatient clinic to get it certified there? No. I don't think they'll do that. They definitely won't apostille it. I'm not sure if they'll certify it. Saturn 60, with the news of that foreigner getting arrested, now is a good time to ask, what type of ID is common with Filipinos that confirms her age? That's a good question because something, I see more Filipinos around here with different IDs and stuff like that, with different names and stuff like that, and it's pretty easy to fake that stuff. So you got to be really careful. That's why I tell people, go with somebody like in her 30s or something at least. At least you can tell that she's older than 18. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Sinful says that James Franklin, maybe I can look into that. That it would be nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if they do or don't. It's certified as not apostille though, but I know that if you live in country, I think Sinfuls was the one that told me. I think you can get it. If you can get it certified, then it should be good. But I'm not sure. I haven't verified that yet with Mary Rose. Because most of the people I deal with are coming in from the States. Michael L., to steal a tagline from another channel, go where you are treated best. That sums up why people are expats. Yes, that's true. Sinful says, Steven5975 at yahoo.com. So if you guys need to write to me, that's the way to get to me. Sinful says, Michael L., exactly. Yeah, a lot of us come here, man, for our own reasons. And we definitely, part of it is the treatment in our own country or whatever, or by people back there. A lot of people have gotten tired of some of the treatment from American women. I hear that more often. And I don't want to down American women because not all of them are the same, just like not all Filipinos are the same. So it's kind of, I don't like to stereotype people and throw them all into one lump because they're not. Because when I was back in the States, I met a lot of great, American women back there. So I don't like to lump them in. But when you're married to them, sometimes it's a different ball game, Michael L. says, Saturn 60, postal ID, taxpayer ID, national ID are all good. National ID is probably the one I would ask for. Thanks, Michael, for that. Postal ID, I'm not so sure, but the national ID is the one I would ask for. If they don't have that, then I would go with the postal ID. Taxpayer ID, I'm not so sure of. Saturn 60, thanks. Dumagetti Dreaming. Do you know any retired military, and if they use their Mac privileges, and how did it work out? I don't. I've heard people talking about this. I've never heard from anybody that's actually used it, so I'm not really sure. Also known as Space A, he says. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't know anything about that. I wish I knew more, you know. Frank Ellis says we are all passport pros. Everyone has their own reason for leaving the U.S. Yes, I'd agree with that. You know, I mean, we're all brothers, man. You know, I mean, um, I hear that term and I don't like that term because I think we're all brothers. You're right when you say that. I wanted to say that earlier and I should have said that. And I was thinking about that when somebody was talking about that the other day because I heard that term going around. I was like, man, we're all brothers, you know. And we have several black guys in our group and really nice guys too. We you know, and everybody gets along. We get along really good. So it's and we also have a black couple in our group, which is really nice to have, you know, and they're awesome people. Ronnie and Johnny, they have their own new vlog out too. They don't call it that though; they call it something else. I'll try to get that next week. The info on that, if you guys want to watch it, this is a great channel to watch. Ronnie and Johnny are a great couple, great American couple that live in the Philippines. Sinful says Clark AB space a flight operation. Flight operations in the Philippines has started due to an initiative taken by international aviation operators at Clark Air Base, Clark International Airport in the Philippines. Sinful says Space 8 flight operations returned recently. That's cool. Now that's just for retirees, though, I think. Let's see. Frank says 2.0. Good evening, Steve. How you doing? Just found you live now. Thanks, Frank. Let's see. Dumagetti Dreaming. Great news, Sinfuls. James Franklin says, Dumagetti, I've used it, but when it was a waiting game, you just when you think you have a ride, you get kicked. Oh, I get it. So it's like one of those. That's tough then. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Okay, Sinful's posted. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I just had to sneeze. Sinful's put the link for it. Todd Holman says, Didi, I'm looking into that as we speak. Problem is the U.S. military is not established there yet. No, it's really not. I mean, even though we're opening those bases, and somebody said we're doing 5 bases, it's actually 10 bases we're doing here. Shared bases. Looking into flights to there as well. A year or 2 from now, it'll be a lot easier. Todd Holman says use Mac in the Philippines. James Franklin, also DAV. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. You sure about that, James Franklin? DAV can use it? Because that'll be up most of us over here. Todd Holman, I am retired 100%. There we go. That's good. Bless you. Thank you. Avalon, I met a nice older Fugo Ergot tribeswoman. She showed me 2 ARRP cards. Okay. That's interesting. James Wright, God bless you. Big D, hi Steve. Just wondering if the fire burning season discouraged you from going to Chiang Mai. No, I just thought about it as a backup. That's all. Are you a fan of Thai food? No, I like Chinese food, American Chinese food. I don't like regular Chinese food. I like American Chinese, like Panda Express type. Sinful, I think he meant he is DAV also in regards to our conversation. Okay. Okay, James Franklin says, yep, 100% PNT. Okay, all right, I got you, Sinfuls. I misunderstood him. It'd be great if DAV could go on those trips. I mean, for those Flight A things. We're about up at 64 minutes here, guys. We're up to 78, and we got 73. We'll do like another 5 or 10 minutes, all right? And then we'll end it. Because I got this allergy, and it's just killing me. James Franklin says, yep, 100% PNT. Sinfuls, yes, it would. Yeah, it would be great, you know. But we will be on here probably next week, guys. If anybody wants information and they do want to go on one of these things with us, these trips, and would like to get on the list, be sure to write to me at steven5975@yahoo.com. Sinful says, haha, mine been bugging me today, Steve. Good night. Good night, guys. I'm just going to let it go. Let it go now, guys, because I got a runny nose and everything. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. And we will be on here next Saturday. So let's see. Sinful says, it seems the children didn't get access to the computers tonight. No, it worked out good. Todd Holman says, So do the American restaurants there like KFC, McDonald's, etc. taste the same as here in the U.S.? Yeah, but they're always out of stock. I went on the McDonald's things for ordering stuff online, and half the stuff, including the Big Mac meals, were out of stock. So that was weird. Usually they're out of buns or something. And Chuck Linder says, "Thanks, Steve, for your YouTube videos." Thanks, guys. Let's see. Avalon says, "Some men like younger women because they have shorter stories. People like an ATM offline T-shirt. Take it easy." Let's see. Dumagetti Dreamer says, "Get better." Thanks, man. Vince says, "I was just in Manila for 2 weeks, coming back in March." If any of you guys need to contact me, just send me an email. But let's see. Jimbo High says, "Look for online for colloidal silver nasal spray. Give it a try." I actually have it here. You know. Yeah, I got a bad cold and probably an allergy at the same time. But anyway, guys, thank you. Have a good night. Thanks, Rich, for helping moderate the show tonight. Great job tonight. God bless, guys. Take care.